welcome back to Knitting with Metal. We're back. Hopefully. It's a whole thing. In any case, we got pretty far in making our bottle holder. Hey, get back here. Oh, it whites me out so much. So we got pretty far. So all we need to do is get the top part and attach it somehow so that we can hook it and unhook it without, so that we can like take it out of the metal, so that we can clean the bottle without making the metal rusty. So let's of course start off with saying hello to chat. And start inviting people, of course. Now, you know, if a lot of you follow me, you know that lately I have not been doing lives. And that's partially because I've been kind of preoccupied with multiple things. Finding a new job, having to do DMV stuff, taking tests, that type of thing. So between that and just service issues and my work being who my work is, with my hours, lives just never, lives stopped being a feasible thing. But I mean, like tonight I was supposed to start at like 8:30. That's when I stopped for the night, kind of. That's when I got to the pilot. But of course, there were, you know, people parked in the reserve parking. I had a reserve spot, and they didn't have any spots open. So I had to wait around for the security guard to go and kick whomever was there and didn't pay. So that's always fun, especially when I wanted to do something, you know, right when I stop. So right now we are just inviting people, and let us find our live and share it to groups. Copy. I'm finally doing a live. Alright, and now we're just going to copy that, post, and we're going to hear some, not promote, thank you, hello, share, we're going to hear some blings of me sharing my post. And of course, if you guys see this, definitely share. It helps me out, gets to people that I might not be able to get to, so it definitely helps out. Post. Oh, no, that's a... I hate some of the groups that are only selling groups, because it makes it very hard for me to create a post, so I don't, I actually need to get off of that one. We're just posting to different groups here just to get a few people on, and then we will be getting started. So great, and now we will set up our timer. Excellent. Alright, so hello, welcome back. This is, of course, Knitting with Metal. Tonight we are continuing on our potion bottle holder. We've got a few things to kind of sort out. We are, when we last left off, we were doing a pattern that's going to go around here and then be able to be strung with like a piece of leather or something, and these are going to connect to that so that when we undo the leather, this can fall off and this can be cleaned without wetting the metal and possibly getting rust. So we actually have a little piece here in there that we started with. So let's start that timer, and let's get this flipped around, huh? There we go. And flip you. All right. Oh, nope, nope, nope. The leg has to be there. All right, so what we were doing before was doing kind of like the Byzantine, but not fully doing it. So we're gonna continue this pattern and make this. Sorry about how dusty it is. It kind of got into my forge stuff. So this is the pattern that we're making, and this is the start of that pattern, as you can see. So let's forging is very dirty, just letting you guys know. So, like I said, we've got this piece, and we're gonna keep on continuing it. So let us get our rings. Or rings in general. That'd be nice. Okay. So we got a few rings out here. I'm not sure where my bag of rings is. I wonder if I did actually bring it home. There's a ruler. Oh, nope, it's right here. Ah. In any case, so as you can see, we have this pattern started. So this is the end piece. That's why we have only one here, so that we can differentiate where the beginning and the end is. And then we're going to continue this pattern. By adding a few rings here. So we're going to add these two, and then we're going to add them to this, right? Yeah. Well, we'll find out. We'll find out if I'm right. That's the problem with dropping off a pattern like this and not getting back to it, is sometimes you forget what you were doing. So now I'm just going off of instinct. Yeah, so these actually need to come back off. Too soon, too soon. So how's everyone doing tonight? Hopefully well. I know that it's a Monday night, and I know that sometimes that's not good, but at least it's night. Unless you work nights, and then I'm sorry for your loss. Yep, okay. So we just open that up. So the Byzantine, doing the Byzantine would have been the two, doing those two sections. And continuing the pattern. But what this does is it interrupts that and kind of makes the chains go a single direction, which is why you get that like snake-like pattern. And this ring is just not cooperating with me. There we go, kind of. First, you get out of my way. Alright. Just getting cords out of the way. Alright, so now we have this. So now we just put in another one to make the 2. So then, you know, because everything comes in 2s with this. So you want to make sure that you keep that pattern. So yeah, I've got a lot going on right now, and unfortunately my job made it really hard for me to do lives for that period of time. So that's why I had a bit of a break there. I did put out a video, you know, kind of explaining that it's not, you know, I wasn't not doing lives ever again, but just the timing was just really bad. So right now I am in a position where I will soon be able to be home every day. So you guys are actually, this is the last month that you guys are going to be seeing this truck. So the lives may turn into just they may turn into me basically doing up my my jeweler table. So less arts and crafts, more of handyman type work, woodworking, stuff like that, just to, you know, get my desk, get my workplace functional. Like, I've gotten pretty good with my stuff with the truck. You know, I've got a little pocket thing, I've got my bags, and I'm probably going to be doing a video on just that, of just what I had to go through, and what I had to deal with a mobile jewelry studio. And, you know, if you guys are interested in that, that's probably just going to be on my YouTube, Pendragon's Twisted Metals. But that's going to be like towards the end of the month. But I'm definitely excited about being able to come home every day, because then I'll have time. I'll have more time to be able to A, make more content, B, potentially do more lives. That might be a thing, depending on how you guys react to that. And of course, you know, you guys sharing my stuff and you know, watching my stuff definitely helps in my decision of doing that type of stuff, you know. And that's not just on the lives. I mean, obviously I'd like you guys to watch me on live, because, you know, be able to actually talk with you guys and whatnot. Okay, you can stop at any point, thank you. But yeah, so, but even people watching this after the fact, you know, I see who's watching and all that other stuff, you know, with the analytics and whatnot. But I'm definitely trying to get to a point where I'm doing almost a video a day, and not just like these live videos, because I know that live videos, they're sometimes good, but can sometimes get a little boring. And so people come on and then come off and come on and come off, and then, you know, that's all understandable. I do the same stuff when I'm looking through all types of like social medias. You know, if I see a live, I'll come in and then, you know, it'll go off on some tangent or whatever, and then I'll be like, nope, done. But that's kind of the thing with lives, you know. But yeah, I'm hoping to do a lot more content once I'm home every day. But as you guys can see, basically we're just keep adding 2 to the end, and then folding it. So I'm adding 1. Oh, come on. I'm adding a second one. And then I'm taking those 2 and I'm folding them back. So 1 goes on one side, 1 goes on the other, and then we're going to open this up and then feed another one through here, catching the 2 that we just added. I'm actually doing this. I'm actually like watching myself through my screen. It's kind of interesting. It feels weird. It feels sort of disjointed, but it works. And seeing how my phone is right in my line of sight, it kind of works for the better. But if you see me fumbling around, that's probably why, because I'm like trying to wrap my head around, you know, whether or not zooming in or doing something funky. So we're just trying to get this to be able to go around. Where's my bottle? To be able to go around this. As you can see, it kind of forms to it, which is really cool. And then we're going to be using that to basically stitch the rest of the bottle holder to be able to hold it up and keep it on the bottle. Let's zoom out just a little bit, because this is really close. I'm not sure whether or not that's why people are not liking, not sticking around, or it's just me. I am a bit out of practice with the talking to myself type stuff. See? But yeah, I like this pattern because it's very scaly, it's very serpenty, and it works very well for doing round things, or, I mean, even, you could even just use this, like, just use a portion of this as a earring base, or a pendant base. It works very well, and you know, it works for bracelets, necklaces, all types of jewelry it works with. So we just keep adding on until this is long enough. And of course, we have the rest of it pretty decently done. I mean, there's a few things that I want to tweak. I want to kind of pattern some of it, either with Mobius balls or maybe Byzantine. Well, I'll figure that out. But the basic shape is all done. So all we need to do is just flesh it out. Come on. So we're just making this a little bit longer just to get around that bottleneck. And then, like I said, we're going to tie this off with like a piece of leather strand or something so that we can tie it and untie it, and it'll be able to be taken off for cleaning without risk of getting the metal wet and then rusting, because no one wants rusty metal. That's just... I mean, I guess you could use it as like an aesthetic if you wanted to like make this an actual prop where you know, they found it in a chest or something, and you know, it's old and rusty. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, I do have a challenge right now that's out in the world. I don't know why. I just decided it. Basically, if you guys, you know, because this is all up to you guys. Anyone who likes to watch me, who likes to... you know, who is subscribed to me, you know, it's on you guys. Basically, if you guys get me on my Pendragon's Twisted Metals channel up to 200 subscribers, I will hire an editor. That's a challenge that I put out on my page. You know, someone who can you know, who does editing, you know, because, I mean, of course I edit all of my stuff, but I'm not an editor. I'm self-taught and, frankly, just not very good at it. I mean, I'm okay. I'm decent. I'm passable. At least that's how I feel. I don't know. So, if you guys want to see, you know, me getting, you know, hiring an editor, share. You know, get me out to more people so that, you know, if someone else likes my stuff, they can subscribe. And hopefully we can get up to that 200 mark, and I will have to hire an editor. Alright, we got about halfway through, halfway around, so that's good at least. Now, you know, some of you are like, maybe some of you are like, you know, why hire an editor? Well, like I said, I personally don't think my stuff, like I said, I think I'm passable as an editor. Definitely not professional level, and I feel like my time would be better spent if I could hire an editor who would, you know, do good work, because that's, you know, what they do. And then I would be able to have more time to be able to make more content. Because each one of my episodes, if each one of my episodes already takes me about 4 hours to record. Now, I have to go through that footage. It normally adds up to about an hour, hour and a half once it's all done. So it normally takes me about an hour to go through and make sure that I am, you know, explaining things correctly and, you know, speeding everything up. So that's one, going through once to speed everything up, going through once to make sure that everything's in there that needs to be in there, and anything that is not supposed to be in there is not. So that's like 2 hours of work right there, and then another like half an hour to put in music and effects, potentially another hour, depending on how many effects I'm doing. Okay, we can focus now. So it's gonna be a decent, you know, it's 4 hours of work, at least. Another 4 hours. Including, like, promoting and getting it out there. So that would you know, clear up a lot of time for me to be able to you know, potentially make another episode. Of course, now that also comes with the whole, like, the whole me actually being able to sit down and freaking make myself do an episode. But that's a whole different can of worms. But I definitely want to start making more content, especially if I'm home more. And I should be able to. Now, whether or not I do, that's a completely different, like I said, that's a completely different issue. But that more has to do with me, and hopefully I can get that dealt with. But if you're just joining in, this is Knitting with Metal. We do chainmail, sometimes jewelry type stuff, mostly chainmail, but we do the occasional like chain. We just did a Viking knit chain on here. That worked out fairly well. You guys really enjoyed those. But right now we are making a bottle holder. So it's we got most of it done. Right now I'm just trying to get this neck part done. But we do have a decent amount of it done. Let's actually get this up here. So this is what we got done so far. And we are trying to get the this is the piece we were just working on. Oh, I put it inside. So we've got the base, we've got the sides, and right now we're working on this part, which once it goes all the way around, these sides will hook up to it, and this will be attached with like a piece of string or leather so that we can take it off for cleaning. But that's what we've got done so far. We've almost have this completed. So I hope that you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit that like button. And if you really liked it, hit the subscribe button and the bell so then you get notified whenever I put out a video. I try to do 3 videos a week. 2 of the Knitting with Metals, which is the lives, and then of course my Sunday episode, which is the Pendragon's Twisted Metals, and that's the mainly jewelry channel with the silver and copper and torches and stuff like that. So if you're interested in metalworking or jewelry making, then definitely hit those buttons, and hopefully we'll start something that we can all enjoy. So I hope that you all enjoyed, and have a wonderful evening.